What can you tell us about this place, Mick? You used to come here as a hunter?
Yeah.
And is it a spring, or is it just is it spring fed, do you think?
Well, I honestly do think it is, because there are parts up here and down that way where the water just come out the ground. But yeah, definitely after a heavy rain it's well worth coming out, because you can sometimes see a bit of water flow. But
what sort of animals do you see out here?
Everything that you can sort of look up in the Australian fauna book.
So roos and emus,
yeah, emus, fox, yeah, everything that you see, and an occasional thylacine if you're lucky.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But this was the type of weather I was at in, you know, it was cool, wet, and the reason that I like to come out at this time is that when you're walking through this dry stuff, you don't make a lot of noise. You're very, very quiet.
Yeah.
So you come out here when it's dry and hot, it's crunch, 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 and they hear you a mile away, and the birds let everyone know that you're around. But the softer ground is much more for stalking. You can find a lot of stuff. There's a couple of holes in the reeds up there where the roos dig in, and they hide, like get shelter for the night. Every type of animal in Australia that I've seen, apart from obviously a platypus, I haven't really looked for them. I found yabbies here, I found all sorts of stuff here.
Look like we've got a squirt of some feces through here.
Did you do that as bait?
Not this one.
I haven't seen you bait up a camera, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And why did you choose this spot, Mark? What, is there any significance with the local area? Or?
Yeah, this is towards the area that that Mick had his sighting, and the animal, Mick believes the animal has run towards this area, so this is why we've set it up down here, and right behind the camera here we have a nice little it's an area that a predator could pounce from. So yeah, we thought that could be significant too, and we had some diggings and a lot of tracks coming through, and we got the creek right in front of us, so yeah, definitely a good spot to have it. So we'll just reformat it. So we'll format the memory card and we can set it. And that's counting down now. Ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I bought some fish with me this time round, knowing that thylacines are cat-like. I tend to, and I've read some stories of them, you know, being down by the coast, around creeks and rivers. So I would assume that they quite possibly would have a feast on any sort of water life that they would get the chance to. So fish being one. So we'll see how that goes. I've saved some pilchards from fishing, and these are actually edible pilchards, these ones.
Okay, so if we get stuck, we're alright.
You're right, that's right. So I am using my fingers. I tend to try and use gloves when it comes to baits that I lay out, but with pilchards being so smelly and oily, I really can't see the human scent staying on here for long. But we'll just place them down in the area right in front of the camera.
That's going to confuse them.
Yes.
How'd the fish get up there?
Yeah. So we're set now, and the camera is all ready to go. That will be setting off around about 2-3 o'clock mark, and then that will run right through until 10-11 in the morning. I don't have it on full 24 hours. I have done that before, but I just had problems with the actual camera working properly, so since I've had set times on there, it seems to be working quite well. So we'll see how we go, and fingers crossed we've got some footage on this SD card.
How long will you leave this one out for?
This camera I'm going to leave out for 2 months now. Yeah, this first check, which is 2 weeks later, was to just make sure everything's running smooth, that the battery life's still there fine, and that the SD card is running fine. So I'll be able to view this when I get home, just to see what's on there and make sure that you know, it's nice and clear, the footage at night time, daytime, and then yeah, that everything's functioning well. And then we can leave it alone if I know 100% that I'm happy with that. Yep, so 2 more to check, and yeah, good stuff.
So if you get a shot of a Thylacine on your SD card there, mate, you'll send us a copy, will you?
I sure will. You'll be the first, mate.
Excellent.
You'll be the first.